So
I'll have to tick that sweary box, otherwise I might
yeah,
load it.
the 18+ one.
But the thing is, I wanted to get to, Ryan, and it's really important, and it's really difficult. It's a bit back in the podcast when I talked about, okay, tell me where I suck, tell me where I am very poor, right? Opening up that box. And I suppose the antidote to this is when you get that, and I'm going to tell you this because I was going to coach this through, but I'm going to tell you, is when someone says things like that, you need to say, talk to me about that. Tell me more. So then you can get their thought process behind the reasons that they just said that comment. Because one, you're either going to get, I just said it because what you just said to me triggered me, because it might have. Or two, it's going to be, okay, I didn't put that in the right context. This is what I mean. Did you?
The conversation wasn't geared up for that kind of conversation. I anticipated the conversation would be lighter, probably more positive based. Probably you missed on ABC, you nailed XYZ quite well. I think you need to do EFG a bit more to get the ABC to look a bit better. That was how I anticipated the conversation to be, and it was maybe a little bit more hostile than that. Not because they were aggressive or I were aggressive, but I think what I wanted out of the conversation wasn't what they had intended to give me out of the conversation, and it didn't escalate. We didn't come up with it slanging each other off or whatever. But it went in a different avenue than I anticipated. If it were a conversation where the planned feedback was to point out things that I was poor at, then yeah, I would dive into that conversation, or I would at least expect them to justify that comment and give me something with that. But yes, I think on another day I probably could have sat there and said, "Where's that come from?" But it was just, I think in a way it took me aback a little bit. I didn't anticipate to get that. And I think the subject that it was on, because it's always something that I've held myself in a higher regard for.